The more I explore beauty, the more I find myself attracted to nature. Japan is 70 to 80% forest or mountain, so I guess in a way this is inevitable, as I am a person that takes photographs of pretty much anything. As a matter of fact, much of the Japanese conceptions of beauty are relative to intact nature. Bonsai are a great example of this, as the goals of bonsai are to replicate beautiful, intact nature within a controlled environment. Today we explore the possibilities of a candid photographer in a landscape photography setting. Okay, so today I wanted to talk about kind of my approach to landscape photography. Kind of, as I said, street photographer, but as a candid photographer. But yes, I wanted to make this video because I feel like there's a big misconception when it comes to photography styles. When street photographers or candid photographers think of landscape photography, they typically think of the many barriers that come along with landscape photography. Like, oh, I can't compose a shot in nature that clean, or it's like, oh, I don't have the gear to do it. And the same vice versa. Landscape photographers might have a hard time approaching street photography because everything is maybe just so quick, or because they can't compose a clean shot that they're envisioning in their mind. Recently, especially during the pandemic, I've been finding myself going out in nature a lot. And well, actually, since I was a kid, I've been hiking, I've been camping, and I do some trail running. I actually have taught some trail running before too, because my father runs a trail running business, I guess. But yeah, so I do have like a background in nature. However, when it comes to photography, I think most people know me as a street photographer or a candid photographer. Going back to the topic, as I find myself going out to nature and shooting more and more of these concepts that I've learned through candid photography or just photography in general are, applicable to landscape photography too, and actually applicable to anything as well. And I wanted to kind of dive deeper into that today. I don't know how much I can eloquently express or teach these concepts, but I'll try my best. I'm also trying to up my video game a lot, so... Video game? No, that sounds weird. You know what I mean. Videography game a lot. So yeah, if you have any feedback, let me know. If I'm doing better and better my videos, then it'll help to... if you guys can cheer me up a bit. Because, yeah, I'm working on it. Another topic to talk about is layering. In this scene, there are these branches that are falling in the foreground, and there's this blooming, glaring sunlight in the background, and it's creating these sparkles in this very clear blue water. What I'm trying to do here is create depth in the photograph by using these kind of treacherous looking creepy branches in the foreground and contrasting that with the sparkles in the water in the background. And maybe it's not showing as much as I want, but it's just an example of what you can do with such mundane nature, I think. And in nature, there is this abundance of obviously trees and these branches. Yeah, if you can kind of test out using these as kind of foreground and using these subframing techniques, then yeah, you can hike in any mountain, I think, and get very interesting photos. See, what I'm learning is that on the streets or when I'm taking candid photos, I'm looking for things like colors. I'm looking for things like light. I'm looking for things like pattern. I'm looking for things like depth and layers. That is applicable anywhere, to be honest. And that's what I'm learning as I take more and more different types of photos in the world. These concepts are applicable to pretty much anything. And to be honest, I came to this place because I thought it would be kind of like an epic autumn scene. And you know what? As much as it's a great place and it's very refreshing and the colors are beautiful, it's not, it's a little bit more mundane than I thought, to be honest. And I think if a landscape photographer came here, then they might even be disappointed because there's not really much to do, maybe. But the beauty about having kind of your own vision in photography and having your own things to look at, and the things that, or solidifying the things that you're interested in when it comes to photography, like, as I said, concepts like color and depth and whatnot, is that when it comes to even these mundane scenes, or scenes that maybe things aren't happening like you wished it would, even in these kinds of situations, you can look for something, you can get the photo that you want, and you can be very innovative, and you can, be adventurous about your photographs too. And usually that's what differentiates unique photographs to just maybe good photographs. Again, not claiming that I'm able to demonstrate that in this video, but I hope I'm making some kind of a point here. When talking about depth, one concept to consider is which parts of the frame are highlights and which parts of the frame are shadows. But a piece of general advice that I can give is to make sure that the frame isn't too heavy on shadow or too heavy on highlight. It's hard to convey depth when you have an abundance of each. So what you can do is you can expose for this branch, drag the f-stop all way down, and then create depth within this photograph. This tree, shadow, this tree, highlight, and that tree, shadow, and then the background, highlight. Okay, I'm pretty tired running around with this gigantic camera, and I've been out the whole morning. I woke up early today, so we're gonna go get some lunch. So, in the future, I was interested in climbing mountains, running it, taking photos, and taking video all at the same time. I'm really keen on going back to the mountains much more than recently. So yeah, let me know what you guys think, and let me know if that's something of interest. It'll be kind of like a landscape photography-ish thing, but at the same time, it'll be kind of a mixture of me trying to get better at video as well, and perhaps showing Japan a little bit more. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Let me know about your thoughts in the comments below. Please like this video and hopefully subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye. Sayonara. Did that work? Maybe not. I don't know.